What's up with that? What's up, New Jersey fisherman? What's up? Is that Joshy? Or is that Hosey? Josie? Josie? Joshy? Deer tail. Take a chunk of deer tail. Okay. Gotcha. What's up, bait fishing? By the way, there's a new full. I have not fly fish, but you know, I was just about to say there's a new full length video on my channel. Just came out tonight. It's from 2 days ago. It was a pretty epic day. So y'all should watch that video. It just premiered tonight on my channel. It is pretty epic. You'll see some giant fish. In fact, I didn't even put all the fish in the video because the video would have been too long. So y'all, whatever I'm tying tonight, I'm basically just kind of making this fly up. I just had an idea for a little fly that I want to tie, so I'm just kind of making this one up as I go along. I could probably go with a little bit more green. So I'm just tying something. I just had an idea for a fly. I just want to give it a shot. See how it turns out. What's up, Dennis? You'll give it a good name at the end. All right, sounds good, man. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm tying. Like I said, I'm just kind of. I had an idea for a fly, so that's what I'm doing. Let me grab my clippers. All right, y'all. If anybody's just joining, thank y'all for watching. I don't just tie flies. I'm a fishing guide down here in Louisiana. So I've been fishing the past 4 days. So I haven't been getting on live streaming much at night because I've been tired getting home from fishing. But I thought I'd live stream a little bit. What's up, G bro? So I'm just tying something. It's an idea I had for a fly. And y'all, I just released a new video from these it was from a charter 2 days ago, and it was pretty epic. So I edited it. It took me literally more than half the day to edit that video, but it's on my channel now. So if y'all want to see some pretty epic fishing, Oh, thank you, G bro. Okay, it comes on after that. So the alligator is just like a little short before the video, um, and then the long video comes on after that. All right, y'all. So I'm about to try something new. I'm just making this fly up as I go along. So I'm gonna add some underbelly hair to the front and kind of poof this out. But I wanted some shine behind it, like I have now, and we'll see how that looks. So I'm gonna take some underbelly hair and cut off a chunk of it. So we have a chunk of belly hair right here. All right, we're gonna do that again. Same thing, just grab a chunk. Lay it on top. Go once loose with it, then let go of it, and then do it tighter. Like that. That actually, it might be enough. I might do one more just for the heck of it. I'll just do a little smaller section this time. And y'all, if y'all subscribe to my channel, y'all want to hit the notification bell whenever I put out full videos. Y'all can go and watch them. Because that really helps the channel out a lot. All right, y'all. It looks crazy. We're about to shape. We're gonna tie this off and then shave this back, and that'll shape it up. All right, let's tie this off. Okay. See how it's crazy looking? We're gonna take a razor blade and cut this back. So you want to get a flexible razor blade that bends, and we're gonna start cutting it back. So you want to bend the razor blade, and we're gonna make like rounded cuts to shave the fly. Just do a little bit at a time because it's a lot easier to take more off than to add more to it. All right, now we're just gonna trim off some of the little twigs. Oh, what's up, man? So now we're just gonna shave off some of the little extra little pieces. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, that's a good video, man. I was telling everybody they ought to go watch that video. That was 2 days ago. All right, y'all. This turned out to be pretty good. I was just kind of experimenting, but I like it. We're just gonna add some glue to the thread right here. You don't want that thread coming untied. Now we'll go ahead and hit this with a. Oh, thank you, man. We'll go ahead and hit this with ultraviolet light to dry that glue. There we go, y'all. I just kind of made this one up on the spot, just to have something a little bit different. I wanted a little bit of shine right behind the head right here. So there you go. All right, let's do some more. Might do another one like this, and then we'll do some with a little bit darker head on it. And y'all, if y'all are watching, please subscribe. I'm trying my best to get to like 10,000 subscribers by May. And tell you the truth, the reason why is because there's a fly fishing festival coming up, and there's going to be some big companies there. So the green rat, is that what you want to call it? All right, green rat. That's what we'll call that one. You know, I could probably add a different tail and make it a little more rat-like. We can do that on this next one. We can add a different tail to it. Let me grab. I have some material. We can add a different tail. Make it a little bit more ratty for you. We'll add a different tail this time. But anyway, y'all, so there's a fly fishing festival coming up in May, and there's going to be some big companies there. And I was just thinking if I could get my subscribers up even higher, maybe around 10,000 or something. There's a couple of companies I'm gonna try to talk to and maybe get some sponsors out of it. You know, I've got some sponsorships and stuff, but I'm talking about going for the big wigs, like trying to get some maybe a boat sponsor or something like that. I'm going with gold eyes on this one. Oh, thank you. Instinct Motion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm a fishing guide. If first time here, and I'm down here in Louisiana, so I don't just tie flies. Take people fishing. I've been fishing the past 4 days. The first 2 days, the wind was ripping, like 20 plus mile an hour winds, and we caught fish both days with the wind like that, but it was just tough. But the third day, we smoked them. We had 12 on fly. We had four over 20 pounds. We had more than that. We had four redfish over 20 pounds. And then we had some black drum, probably close to 30 pounds. And then we had some normal sized redfish. And then the last day, we had, I can't remember, we had a bunch of redfish. I think the biggest one was only about 28 inches on the last day. And then we had some of those giant black drum, like in the 30-pound range. And we caught 11 on the last day. So the first 2 days was kind of slow because of the wind. The third day was epic because it was calm, and the fourth day was epic. But I just put a new video out tonight. It took me most of the day to edit it up. I'm a one man show, y'all. So I do it all. Um, so I put that video out tonight. So if you go, you're already on my channel. If you go look at the latest video from today, you'll see that video is from 2 days ago. South Dakota. Um, I filmed yesterday also, and I had really great footage. And then somewhere between taking the boat from the boat launch yesterday and get back home, I lost one of my cameras, y'all. I've checked everything. I've checked the truck. I've checked the boat. I rode all the way back down to the boat launch last night in the middle of the night. Um, so I done lost, a $400 camera or whatever that had a bunch of footage on it. So no footage from yesterday because I lost the camera somehow. We're gonna go with some. I think this is rabbit. Is this rabbit? No, this is squirrel zonkers. We're gonna go with some squirrel zonkers on this one just to have a different color or a different tail. I might go with a little bit longer piece. Then we'll go with a little bit longer one. That's what she said. Let's see. Yeah, man, I lost. I don't know if it slid off the back of the boat somehow whenever I was going up the boat, because it's not a regular boat ramp. It's a homemade boat ramp a bunch of us fly fishing guys use. It's literally just mud with oyster shells and rock and everything. It's just a homemade. It's just basically some slanted land we use to launch our skiffs a lot because it's real close to a bunch of good fishing. But it's super steep. So I don't know. I don't know if I laid it down, it slid off the back of the boat. I don't know if it fell out of my truck, somebody grabbed it. I rode back down there last night to check, but I didn't see it. So I have to buy another camera. I've got one camera, but as you can see in my videos, I like to wear one camera on me, and then I like to have one on the boat. So I'll have to get another camera whenever I can. I'm not rich, y'all. I know I'm a fishing guide or whatever, but that's two boats, two boat payments, truck payment, charter insurance, charter insurance is way more expensive than regular insurance. So I spend a lot of money just to be a guide, y'all. I spend a lot of money. So, uh, charter insurance, charter license, you know, it's a lot of money just to guide. We'll go some green on the zonkers right here. Again, I'm just making this one up as I go along. I'm just adding a little bit different tail to it. A little zonker tail. Sorry, y'all. I got fly tie materials flying up my nose. Brand new pack of minnow head brush. I thought I just opened up one of these the other night, but I didn't see it. So this is 1.5 inches. This is that backcountry color, which I like a lot because it's kind of like a natural color. It's got some olive in it. It's got some blue and little pinks, stuff like that. So I like this color a lot. Very, very natural. So we'll wrap and get that started. And then we'll go ahead and as we wrap this, we're going to brush it back, y'all. Do I speak Chinese? No, I don't speak Chinese. I feel this is going to be a joke coming on right here. Or either somebody trolling like we get all the time. I don't know where that's from. So if that's like a movie scene or something, I don't know where that's from. All right, we're gonna put some uh, hollow fibers around it to give it some shine. So we're just giving it a little shine with these hollow fibers. That's what it is, man. They're magic too. They catch a lot of fish. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and take some underbelly hair. All right. We're going to take some underbelly hair, y'all, and we're going to put the head on this thing. So, I think it's really cool, by the way, how a lot of my subscribers are fishermen and outdoorsmen and chat back and forth in the chat. That's pretty sweet. All right. I hope everybody is giving the live stream a thumbs up. I don't have it playing, so I can't tell. Secret scent at Louisiana. I'm gonna do one more of those. What's up, Owen? Owen, there's a new full length video on my channel from 2 days ago. You gotta make sure you watch it. Hopefully, give it a thumbs up if you like it. It's from 2 days ago on a charter. We smoked them, man. I didn't put all the fish on the video because the video would have been way longer than it already is. But we did really good. You know, one day I'm gonna leave a fly crazy looking like that and take it and see if the redfish will eat it. I bet you they would. All right, let's tie this one off. What's up, Tipper? And now we'll give it a haircut, y'all. It needs a little haircut. All right, so y'all, we're gonna take a razor blade, a flexible razor blade. Don't cut your fingers off, and we're gonna start trimming this back. You're gonna bend the blade so it's like a rounded. It's gonna make a rounded pattern. So I just do a little bit at a time till I get it the way I want it. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we'll trim off any little stickers we got coming up. Oh, thank you, Traveler. Thank you, thank you. All right, we'll trim off any little stickers we got. All right, looks pretty sweet. We will throw some glue on it to seal off the thread, and then we'll tie something else, y'all. How do you become a mod? I just have to make people mods. Man, I might have made the tail a little bit longer. Like I said, we're just kind of making these up as we go along. I think I'm gonna add a couple of feathers this time to give it that longer body to it. Yeah, Owen, you're on here all the time. I remember you. I appreciate you being on here all the time. Just grabbing some supplies, y'all. Um, just grabbing some supplies. Gonna make this one a little bit different. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make this one just a little bit different. All right, Gamakatsu B10S hook. Start off with a thread base, Davy 504. Still going with a golden eye. This is a large, so it's like 1/20th of an ounce or something like that. We're just making sure it's lined up. All right. Thank you, Owen. What's up, J49? We're gonna do this fly a little bit different, y'all. It's gonna be a big old bull red fly. A big old bull red fly. Deer tail. We'll wrap it loosely first, just to get it started. Then wrap it tight. Gotta have them tight wraps like Andre 3000, baby. Alrighty. DTO fishing. Doing good, doing good. Y'all, if y'all are new to the channel, or if you're a long time subscriber, just released a new fishing video tonight. So y'all should check out the new video. It's pretty sweet. It took me like half a day to edit it. So we're gonna add a little bit of green and a little bit of gold to this one. Let me All right, y'all. We're gonna add a little bit of green right here. A little bit of green shiny. Oh, thank you, Trislanders. I'm gonna add a little gold shiny to that honey also. Man, I tell you, DTO, they're biting right now, man. I mean, we've been smoking them. I had charters the past 4 days. The first 2 days was tough, but the winds were blowing over 20. Um, I mean, we caught fish all 4 days. The first 2 days were tough, but the second 2 days, when that wind calmed down, man, we smoked them, man. If y'all ever want to do a charter, y'all can go to my website and send me a message, and y'all can come down here and fish. All right, we're gonna add some. Um, I'm gonna add some what you call it to this right here in front of me if I can find it. Some marabou, some tan marabou. That was me, Owen. I'm the only one that can make mods, man. I'm a one person crew. I'm not Mr. Beast, so I gotta do it all myself. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of tan marabou, and the reason why, I'm just gonna break up some of this green on here, and this is also gonna give it a lot of action when you're stripping the fly. I'm gonna trim back some of this probably when I get done, but we'll see how it looks. Cause that is some thick marabou, man. Might trim some of that back. All right, let's add a couple of feathers. Jordan Carpet, Louisiana in here. There you go. I'm actually from Georgia, man. I'm an import, but I've been fishing down here since like 1997. So, but I'm not a true Louisianan. All right, I'm gonna grab two olive colored feathers, and as usual, I'm gonna cut off this thick part right here. It's just hard to wrap that, and then also I just don't need all that fuzziness. So we're gonna cut that off. Now, I'm gonna flip these. I'm gonna put one of these on each side of the fly. Y'all, if y'all want to do a charter, springtime, we're already starting to book the calendars. So starting to tie white perch jigs. There you go. Thomaston, right in the middle of the state. Right in the middle of the state. So about 3 hours from Augusta, I think. What I started to say though, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me move this where y'all can see it. Um, what I started to say. Springtime is already starting to book. So if y'all want to come down and run a trip with me for the spring, just go to my website, y'all, and send me a message. Let's book a trip. All right. And by the way, y'all, I'm making this fly up as I go along. So where am I out of? I base out of. Man, I fish all that stuff south of New Orleans. You know, I call Myrtle Grove my base, but I fish Myrtle Grove, Port Sulphur, Venice, um, Delacroix. I fish everything down here. So, oh, I'm going to trim back some of this, y'all, when I get done. Um, awesome. Thank you, Jordan. All right, we're going to add, again, like we did on the other one, I'm going to take some of this um, hollow fiber and just put some shine around the front. All right, this time, y'all, I'm gonna take some black deer underbelly fur and put some black around the front. So that's some black right here. Does anybody try those wines with automatic fly reels? Flea market cheap, but never used them. Dudes, are those for? Are those actually for? Those are for bank hooks, right? Don't you like tie them to tree limbs and stuff, and put your bait on the end of it, and when the fish pulls down, it winds up. I think that's used for like bank hooks, like fishing creeks and rivers and stuff for catfish. I think you put them on the tree, and when the fish pulls down on the bait, it winds it back up. I think those are for like. I mean, at least when I've seen them used, it was back home in Georgia. People using them for to catch catfish. Oh, it's not. Okay, I don't know. Slack out of fast when you got a fish on. I've never seen an automatic fly reel with a lever in front. Oh, you know what? Maybe I have seen that, but I've never used them. But you're right. I think they were like more old school. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a razor blade and give this thing a haircut. All right. All right, I'm gonna trim some of this up, y'all. I mean, it looks cool now. I'm just gonna trim up some of this, what you call it? Some of this marabou. And now I'm gonna trim up some of these crazy feathers that we put on there. I'm sorry, I keep holding it too far up. I think that looks pretty good. What y'all think? I mean, we kind of made it up as we went along, but I think it looks pretty sweet. It looks pretty sweet. Of course, all this will flow backwards. Um, is this style a fly mimicking a fish? Man, redfish will eat just about anything that swims in front of them. So I don't know, but it looks really cool. So all right, let's do some more. Let's do another one. You know, y'all know how I am. I like doing at least two of the same kind every time I tie. So let's do some more. Yeah, y'all fly's a lot fancier than I am. Travelers, he's a lot fancier than I am. He knows like everything about every fly, and I just kind of make it up as I go along. I just know they work. If you go watch my videos, we're always throwing the flies I tie, so they work. I just don't know. I don't know what they actually are. They just work. All right. Let's tie another one, y'all. 9:47. This might be the last one I tie. That'll be 4 flies for tonight. Um, I'm gonna check out the weather and see if I'm gonna fish tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't remember if it's supposed to rain or what. It might supposed to rain. I don't know. Y'all, either Thursday or Friday, if we have good weather, I might attempt the fly fishing for tuna again. I went out once, um, about a month ago or so, to try to do the tuna on the fly, and the weatherman was completely wrong because we got out there. The wind was terrible, and we took the bay boat out. It's a 25-foot bay boat, and it has a T-top on it. But the waves, we got out there as soon as we hit about 150 foot deep or so, the waves got as tall as the T-top. So we turned around and came back in and just caught a bunch of redfish. And by the way, that video is on the channel too. We caught a bunch of big bull reds down in Venice. So that video is on the channel also. But we didn't get to do tuna because the wind and waves were too bad. All right, see you later, Owen. But if I get good weather Thursday or Friday, might try to go get tuna on the fly rod. It's probably gonna break my equipment and pull all the line off my rod, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So, but if I can just get one on fly and get it on video, it'd be pretty epic, you know. All right, putting deer tail for a tail on the fly, and honestly, this is mostly just to build off of, because you're probably not going to be able to see this anyway by the time we put the feathers on. But I just use it as a foundation for my fly, just to build off of. So first I put in there loose. I wrap it loose because if you wrap it tight when you first put it on there, all the deer hair are gonna, right here on the towards the front of the fly, are going to poof out. So I wrap it loose to start with, and then I go back and wrap it tight. Like that. And although you probably won't be able to see it, I'm still going to add some black stripes to it just because I think it looks cool. All right, now I'm going to add some olive shiny, some olive flashing. So we're going to add some olive shiny to the hiney. A little olive on there. All right, now we'll add some gold. Same thing. Alright, little gold on there. Alright, now we'll go with the one piece of tan marabou. And we're not going to use the whole piece, of course, because that would cover up like the whole fly. Tomorrow night, y'all, we will probably tie some offshore flies. You know, some big old giant flies for offshore fishing. Uh, just in case I get to go tuna fishing. So y'all can tune in for that tomorrow night. We'll probably tie some big old offshore flies, y'all. Khalid, sorry, I can't read that. I'm sorry. Looks pretty sweet. All right, let's put on 2 olive colored feathers. Again, we're going to cut off the thick part right here. The Bass Boy, what's up? Looks pretty sweet. All right. Now we're going to take a feather and wrap it around right here. If y'all are new to the channel, please subscribe. Trying to hit 10,000, like, hopefully by May 1st. It's kind of my little personal goal. If y'all hit the thumbs up, that helps me a whole lot. Dang it. I hate when this thing comes undone. It does it all the time, though. Alright, let's tie this feather off. Now I'm going to add some hollow wrap right here, just to give it a little bit of shine right there. So I'm just going to cut off a few inches of hollow wrap. Okay. After that, we'll wrap this, we'll do the head of the fly, and then trim that back, and that will be the end of it. Alright, let's do the head. Deer underbelly right here. This is like shorter, thicker hair. Lay it on there. Do one loose wrap, then let go of it. Pull it tight and wrap. Now we're going to do the same thing. Let's do one more. Might have to do one more. This side right here is a little sparse, y'all. Okay. Now we'll tie this off. Shape it back. Shape it up. And that'll be that. Okay. Now we'll take a razor blade, bend the razor blade, and then shave it. We're gonna shape this into like a rounded off head. All right, looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna go and trim the fly. Just kind of hand shape it with my scissors a little bit. There you go, y'all. There you go, everybody. All right, y'all. I think this is gonna be the last one I tie for tonight. It's a little after 10 here in Louisiana. So I think that's gonna be it. Thank y'all for watching. There is a brand new video. It just came out tonight. Full length fishing video. So if y'all want to watch that, it'd be awesome. And if you like it, leave a comment. Give it a thumbs up. But thank y'all for watching, everybody. That is going to be it for tonight because it's late. Thank y'all.